Whatever. Please excuse my little outburst. Briefly lost my composure. Most unbecoming behavior for an English gentlewoman. Forgive me. Well, Miss Brett, I think it's time you told the court what actually happened that day. The truth this time. Gladly, Your Excellency. Curtsy. It was I who took the professor's life using Curare. As you surmise, I chose that particular day for one very important reason. The professor had a dental appointment for the extraction of one of his teeth in the morning. I had to take a sip. If you wanted him dead, why not use the Curare and leave it at that? Why frame somebody else? Because Japanese technology, as you've been dissing the entire walkthrough, is not up to par with that foreign poison. You can't detect it. So why didn't you just leave it at that? Why'd you have to go and shoot him, make an incident? You the one that brought attention to yourself. The professor had a dental appointment for the extraction of one of his teeth in the morning. So you plan to kill the professor, knowing that no trace of poison would be found in his water, because Curare is unheard of here in Japan? Yes, of course, I never intended to remain at the restaurant for as long as I did. I only needed to see the professor take one tiny sip of his water, and it would be all over. I would place the steak I had ordered in front of him to make it appear as though he had been dining alone, and leave immediately. However, before any of that happened, there was an unexpected visitor at the professor's table. That would be me, I suppose. Yes, you. Who else? Such a trifling matter. But the fact that you decided to come over to greet the professor meant that I had lost my chance to slip away unnoticed. In due course, the professor took a sip of his water and was paralyzed, and made sure he was sitting in his chair such that he wouldn't fall. There was no going back at that point. Oh, so that's why. So I concocted a plan on the spur of the moment. A plan to pin Dr. Wilson's murder on this innocent man. I happened to know that the professor always carried a gun, and decided to use that fact to my advantage. The professor, like me, I keep that thing on me. I had the bottle of Curare in my handbag, and my own pistol concealed under my skirt. Under your skirt? So I was right. There were two guns. Yes. And then I finished my coffee and got up to leave. That's when I noticed the professor's gun, which you had presumably placed on the floor. Placed where you were sure that I would notice it. And everything went according to plan. What if he didn't? What if he just looked at the gun and kept going? No, I doubt it. And everything went according to plan. You noticed the gun as I'd intended. And then, just as you bent down to pick it up, popped him. That's when you shot the professor with your own gun. even though at that point he was already dead. Naturally, the gunshot caused a commotion, at which point the waiter appeared. Obviously, I assumed Naruhado-san was the culprit and apprehended him. I took him to the pantry that adjoins the kitchen and and locked him inside. That's when I took the opportunity to turn the professor and his chair around. Because of course, you needed to make it look like the defendant had shot Dr. Wilson from where he picked up the gun. So there you have it. That is the entirety of my misdemeanor. Misdemeanor? Felony. Your Excellency. Yes. I wonder. Might I speak with you in private later? She about to do some things to get out of trouble. I shall call on you. Thank you. Good day then, everyone. I hope you can forgive me, Naruhado-san. No. Go to hell. You fucking racist pieces. Let me stop cussing. For this video get flagged. It would seem this trial has finally run its course. I presume the prosecution is in agreement.
This can't be. Takatsuchi Ouchi does not lose. Not like this. Not to the likes of this rookie student.
You'd better start getting used to tough opposition.
Ryunosuke Naruhado.
What? Yes?
This insult to the Ouchi family name will never be forgotten.
You've become conceited with age, counsel, but the old have to stand aside and make way for the new. It's the way of the world. May you never forget that. We just go allow flagrant 2. Cosmo, you get the hell out. Although that was well deserved. You are out of here, sir. You're gone. You're gone. You just, that's crazy. That's crazy. And how isn't Ryunosuke sliced up like hot dogs on a child's plate? That's crazy. You really just did that, bro. 1,000 millennia may pass, and still the Ouchi clan will never measure up to the Naruhado clan. And then the judges continue like that didn't just happen. This trial in the Supreme Court of Japan will, I believe, go down in history as the start of a new chapter in our country's judicial system. How? Despite being summoned as the accused, you, Ryunosuke Naruhado, presented an excellent case. I thank you, Your Excellency. The use of evidence and deduction to unravel the truth is a modern methodology. Really? Seems like common sense to me, but after all, it has only been a few short decades since our country opened its doors to the wider world. But the Western ideas of science are rapidly gaining acceptance here. I feel that science will soon bring new methods of investigation and new procedures of justice. A new future of law awaits, but what it will look like, I cannot begin to imagine. That is for the young to pursue. Kazuma Usogi. Yes. After this trial, you are set to embark on a journey of discovery to the illustrious British Empire. Learn all you can, absorb everything of the wider world that you are able to. And do not forget to fulfill the mission imposed upon you. The mission? What mission? To cut people wigs off? I understand, Your Excellency. What was that about? He looked so grave all of a sudden. Never mind. As for you, Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Oh, yes? And you, I sense, how can I put it, unusual potential. I very much look forward to seeing how you carry that onwards. Really? Really? After you tried to get me... Thank you, Your Excellency. This is one long-ass episode. I apologize. It is time to deliver the final verdict. I hereby find the defendant Ryunosuke Naruhodo not guilty. Simba, you deliberately disobeyed me. I don't know how I just said that. This court is now adjourned. Okay, I get it. Can't believe it. Oh, I can't believe it. Can't believe what's happened. I made it. I defended myself and made it through the horrendous trial. Ryunosuke, you finally pulled it off. Congratulations. Well, I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you, Kazuma. No. It was a pleasure to watch you at work. So you owe me an extra large sukiyaki from the place on Yume University Street. Don't forget. Good afternoon. All your hard work has certainly paid off. Oh. Congratulations to both of you for proving Naruhodo-san's innocence. Our trusty judicial assistant. He worked hard for that result too, you know. Oh no, I didn't do anything. Thank you so much. If we hadn't had that research report of Miss Brett's, I don't know how things would have turned out. Your kind words should really be for my father. I was simply doing it as he asked. It was his idea for me to go to the university and investigate. Your father? Ah, yes, of course. What's his face? Forgive me for intruding on the court proceedings, Your Excellency. Susato Mikotoba, judicial assistant to the defense. Speaking of Mikotoba... there you are. I believe something. Not bad, I mean to skip that. Naruhodo, you did an excellent job. Thank you, Professor. Oh no, it is I who should be thanking you, after all. Your efforts exposed the true criminal that took the life of my good friend. Good friend? Oh yes, you mentioned that before. It was you who actually invited Dr. Wilson to Yume University, wasn't it? Yes, that's right. Professor Mikotoba studied overseas himself. He went to study forensic medicine in Great Britain. Presumably, that's when you met Dr. Wilson. Exactly. In those days, we worked together in the same hospital. Oh, you worked together? I've never heard you mention that before. Well, it was a long time ago now. Besides, it's your turn, Asogi. Great Britain is a magnificent country. It leads the world in science, medicine, engineering, culture, and of course in law. Watch and learn, my boy. See what's happening in the world's largest melting pot. I will. I'll learn all that I can. I swear on this, the spirit of the Asogi clan. Not take that sword to Great Britain, are you? I'm gonna go pull out an Excalibur on me. Of course I am. A Japanese man's katana is his soul. This blade shows me where I need to go and cuts down anything that's in my way. Yes, I've definitely seen how sharp it is already with my own eyes. Took his wig off. It reminds me, what's happened to the woman? To Giselle Brennan. After all, she's guilty of murder. Ah yes, her. It's not easy to tell you this, but... What do you mean? Surely she's gonna face a trial herself now. She's the true culprit after all. She will be leaving Japan in the very near future for Shanghai. Extradited. For what? I know why. What? Shanghai? The Japanese did not want to upset the Great Britain Treaty or whatever. Something like that. Giselle Brett will not appear in court again in this country. I'm certain of that. What? But why not? It's a matter of consular jurisdiction. Who said that? Oh, it's a matter of consular jurisdiction. Inspector Hosonaga. It was a hard-fought battle in the courtroom today. Very impressive to watch. I must congratulate. But what's all this about consular jurisdiction? We cannot try this particular foreigner for her crimes here in Japan. What? We can't try her? Then who? Who's going to bring her to justice? Murder is still murder. A British consular court will hear her case somewhere far away where our voices can't be heard. But why a consular court? Professor, I simply don't understand. I thought consular courts were a thing of the past now that we've signed the Friendship Treaty. Yes, in normal circumstances, you're right. Then so as long as this is not a serious incident of a highly political nature to our respective governments, they can't invoke a consular court just like that. Oh, can't they? Yes, she's a student, but it doesn't justify our governments making secret agreements about her fate, does it? It's facts. Something strange is going on. Yep, indeed. So Miss Brett can't be held accountable for her actions here in Japan. That is crazy as hell. That's crazy as hell. I'm afraid that for the young student, today's trial was nothing more than a game all along. There was never any danger of comeuppance for her. I don't believe it. The British government's Foreign Affairs Ministry has demanded that we hand over custody of Miss Brett. They are obviously taking this case of a foreign student committing murder very seriously. Then why not throw her in jail? Under the jail. But it's all going to change from now on. We can make it change. This is a time of great turmoil. This new era heralded by the start of the 20th century. One day, I have no doubt that woman will receive the judgment she deserves. Yes, change is coming, and we're the ones driving it. As long as like there's people y'all calling the shots, this country will be alright. That country will be alright. Well, I think that's enough seriousness for now. This evening calls for a celebratory drink. But, Professor, you're right. This is no time for gloomy faces. We should be celebrating Ryunosuke's not guilty verdict. Let's start having some fun. In that case, might I suggest La Carnival so we get robbed and shot and poisoned? As the head waiter, I should be delighted to provide you with ample food and drink. You're a detective, Professor Nakasan, aren't you? Let's not worry about details for now. To La Carnival, will you accompany us, Professor? I'm not accompanying y'all. When you bleeding out your mouth, bro, you go put blood on the food, bro. Those are probably your blood on the on what's her face's plate. Of course, La Carnival's food is second to none. I shall go and attend to the paperwork for Naruhado-san's release. Oh, yes, thank you. I might split this up into 2 videos, because this episode is going on an hour. So, Giselle Brett won't be tried here? I suppose that means I'll never know. I'll never find out why she killed Dr. Wilson. Kazuma? Yes, Ryunosuke? I just want to say thanks again. That's all. You really saved my skin today. I didn't do a thing. You were the lawyer in there, weren't you? That defense was all your own work. I beg to differ. Your skills made the difference, though. One day, I bet you'd be the best lawyer in the world. I said that in Kazuma's voice. I'm supposed to say that right in Suzu's voice. I'm not so sure about that. To be honest, something kept occurring to me over and over again during that trial. I couldn't help thinking that maybe you're the one destined to become a great lawyer, not me. Nah. What? Come on, be serious. If I helped you today, it was only right at the very start of the trial. That is true. But you have a natural talent for it, for being a defense lawyer. Oh no, not me. All that tense verbal combat, I never want to go through that ever again. I did what you told me to do. That's all, because I knew I could trust you. That's the point. Sorry? What do you mean, that's the point? Listen, Ryunosuke, do you know what the most crucial weapon is that any lawyer needs in order to win? Knowledge of the law? Duh. No. The ability to believe. That's cap as hell. To believe? To believe what? A defense lawyer has to fight for his client. He has to believe in them at all times. Like he believed in me when I said I didn't do it? I'm human, just like you. I don't have some superhuman ability to know the truth. That's referencing Apollo Justice. Hopefully I can play that later on. But you have to make a choice about what to believe and stick to it when you're defending someone. Sometimes in the court, you can really be backed into a corner. Being able to remain faithful to what you choose to believe in, even then, well, that's not something anyone can do. It takes a special kind of person. Believing in your client? Really? Just look at today's trial. I'm a student lawyer with precious little real experience, but you never stop believing in me. Well, I face seemingly hopeless situations time and again, but you never stop looking for the truth. And then in the end, you found it through your own efforts and because you never stopped believing in me. Thanks, Cosmo. Man, hurry up so I can end this episode. Move fast, nigga. There's something I want to ask you, actually, Ryunosuke. Well, it's a favor, really. Something very important to me. It sounds serious. What is... Oh, you're still here, are you? Oh, Inspector Hosonaga, don't interrupt, Bloodmouth. I've arranged some rickshaws for us. Let's go. Second. Rickshaw is a little bike. A little bike, you know what I'm saying? It's also one of the little things, you know what I'm saying? It's like a kind of like a carriage or something. But you know the ones that people be, you got the handlebars and that person will walk you. I seen that as the one that you walk your passengers, and I seen another one as a bike. Thank you. We'll be right there. All right. Now, what was you saying? We was really interrupted. Let's pick up this conversation again later. We should be celebrating right now. Your first court victory and your study tour to Great Britain. Don't forget. Yes, that too. So my very first trial came to an end. Kazuma, Professor Mikotoba, Susato-san, who acted as my assistant, Inspector Hosonaga, who didn't really play much of a part, but still, yeah, he was pissing me off. It was because of the help and support of all these people that I managed to get through that trial. But more importantly, Cosmo hadn't yet managed to ask his favor of me. If this is anything like the first trial and Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, somebody's gonna die. Little did I realize just how much it would change my life. Like, come on now. It's obvious that Cosmo's gonna die. Save my progress. Man, hell yeah. Save it at the number 1 spot. And we're going to end the episode right there. I will catch y'all later. Peace out.